Welcome to Scotland and the rather wet conditions we have today at this Knockhill circuit. Up in Scotland they call this kind of weather dreich. Well, I think they've got a different word for it here in the touring car paddock. But it's all part of the challenge as the countdown continues to the climax of the 2018 British Touring Car Championship.
Ride on. I will ride on down the road, I will find you, I will hold you, I'll be there. It's long, it's a mighty long road, but I'll find you, I will hold you, and I'll be there. I know you heard it from the inside the chorus, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel.
The first ever victory for Dan. Maxenton wins. It's going to be a win for Chris Smiley.
If the dudes are paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
And Matt Neal wins at Snetterton. Adam Morgan is the race winner.
If the dudes are paradise running through
the British Touring Car Champion, Colin Turkington.
If the dudes are paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
So Colin Turkington forcing his way back to the top of the standings after a Rockingham round that saw the championship lead go back and forth between Turkington and Ingram. The gap is just 4 points, but Knockhill is a circuit that, at least in the dry, should favour the BMW of Turkington and also the Subaru of defending champion Ash Sutton in third. Jack Goff and Matt Neal share fourth, Adam Morgan up to sixth after his Rockingham win, and Tom Chilton and Josh Cook complete the top 8. This is how the other competitions stand. BMW have a 28-point lead over Honda in the Manufacturers' Championship, but it's a lot tighter in the teams competition, where only 2 points separate Team BMW and Halford's Yuasa Racing. Tom Ingram, a strong challenger for the drivers' crown, but comfortably ahead in the independent drivers' competition. A 37-point lead over Tom Chilton, and Ingram Speedworks team lead Wicks Racing in the Independent Teams Championship. Dan Camish had his frustrations at Rockingham, but still leads the Jack Sears Trophy for drivers who entered the season without a podium finish. But there was a breakthrough win for Chris Smiley at Rockingham and a third place for Matt Simpson, and that competition is tightening up. And it was another forceful performance from Tom Ingram at Rockingham, which means he stays ahead in the Dunlop Forever Forward competition for the top overtaker, with 119 places made up. And so 3 meetings remain in the championship schedule: Silverstone, Brands Hatch, and first of all here at Knockhill. 20 miles north of Edinburgh, rounds 22, 23 and 24 take place on this tight, undulating circuit full of character and challenge.
Who makes the best start? Good getaway by Jelly. Jordan's away nicely as well. Turkington blocks fellow countryman Chris Smiley down towards Duffer's Dip for the first time, and it is going to be Jordan up the inside of Jelly, but Dan Camish hangs on to the advantage as they tiptoe their way down through Duffer's Dip. Turkington goes ahead of Jordan. Great news for the championship for him. Look, Sutton coming up to have a go, not only at Ingram but then at Smiley as well as they drop into Duffers, and Sutton has got ahead of Ingram and he's gone round the outside of Smiley as well. Sutton-Smiley battle going on ahead of him still. They're side by side.
Smiley runs wide and Sutton gets immediately past him.
75 kilos for Turkington, no weight on Jelly's car, and Colin Turkington is going to make his move up on the inside line, and he goes through into second place. Jelly goes for the inside against Turkington, who finds that rivulet across the road, and Jelly will go back into second place. Yes! Sutton tries to make the move, but Jordan with the better line, and now Jelly is the one that runs out wide. Turkington goes past him.
Whoa,
That's
look
Dan
at
Lloyd.
that, that's Dan Lloyd off.
Now Sutton is ahead of Jordan, so Ash Sutton up into 4th place. This is for 3rd place, and Sutton goes through. Where's Ingram in all of this? He's only 7th at the moment. Ingram comes up to have a go on the inside. Does he go through? Ingram goes on the inside line, and he does go by. Sutton to the inside. Turkington gives him room, and Ash Sutton will go second. That's Matt Neal in the background going off the road. Sutton goes for the race lead against Camish. There's a gap, and he's done it.
Turkington gets wide and Jelly's back past again.
Jelly goes for second place, look, and he will go through, I think, on the inside of Duffers against Dan Camish. Turkington through, place gain, that puts him 3rd. Team Parker Racing is hit by WSR. Stephen Jelly hit by Turkington. Around he goes and off he goes. Ingram gives him just enough room. He doesn't want to force it and get involved in any dramas. So Josh Cook goes through. Round 22 of the championship, won by Ash Sutton. Colin Turkington is second across the line, ahead of Dan Camish, Andrew Jordan, Josh Cook fifth, and it's Tom Ingram to round out the top six. The drivers now look towards the lights. Which of the rear-wheel drive cars is going to make the best start? We find out now as we go racing. Sutton is away nicely. Turkington slots in behind him. Josh Cook gets away also ahead of Ingram. And down towards Duffers Dip for the first time. Sutton leads. Turkington second. It's Jordan up to third. Dan Camish fourth. Cook fifth. Ingram sixth. Oliphant seventh. Ingram is still dead set level with the Astra. Down they come towards Duffers. He's going to go through. Is he on the inside? Cook's going to have to give way eventually. Yes. Just the one wipe you notice on the Toyota, purely on the driver's side. And up front, as Turkington got a little bit wide, he has, and Jordan's got through into second place.
Ingram down the inside of Camish. Gets the car up. Camish has gone straight on that water. He said he didn't like that bit, and Cook is going to go through as well. That is a championship battle. Points being given to Ingram as he passes Turkington.
Cook out the inside of Turkington. He's got two wheels up the curb. He skims the gravel. The door is open. Camish will come through as well. Who does Cook block? Well, he has to go across on Camish. Here is Ingram trying to get up the inside of Jordan. Think about how little the guys can see. Think about how little grip there is, and then savour the racing. Here comes Ingram up the inside. He's done it. He's gone second. He gets the car slowed down and he goes through.
Oh, big accident.
Sam Smelt off the road. Red flag. A red flag this time. Red flag. Race stopped. Checkered flag. Race is over. It is a win for Ash Sutton.
Yeah, Ash Sutton is going to take another full points win. Ingram is going to get second, so it's going to be an interesting championship situation now, with last year's champion really coming good at just the right time.
We have just heard that Ash Sutton and Tom Ingram, who were first and second in that second touring car race of the day, have both failed ride height tests and have been excluded from the race 2 results. Big development in terms of the championship. So Andrew Jordan inherits the win, and there's a bit of a reshuffle on that reverse grid lineup as well. Tom Chilton now takes over as pole position man. So Ash Sutton and Tom Ingram, strong championship challengers, both excluded from first and second places in that touring car race. We'll have more details on that as we build up towards the reverse grid race, which is coming up at around about 5:15.
The lights go red. Who will make the best start as we go racing now? Good getaway by Chilton. A good start by Camish. Jordan has the road open up ahead of him, and he goes round the outside of Camish on the way down towards Duffers Dip. Chilton leads, Morgan second, Turkington third, it's Camish for fourth. Jordan will go fifth. Do they all get safely through Duffers Dip? So far, so good.
Off the line at the back. You'd expect the Subaru to get a better start. Of course it does. Look at that. He's passed 3 cars before poor old Ingram's even got going. But Ingram managed to get 1 or 2 as well.
Dives up the inside, and Simpson's in the wall, so is Mike Bushell. It was one of the Subarus.
That was
there.
Plato. That was Plato. Into the zone. Oh, it was Matt Simpson that got turned around, wasn't it, by Jack Goff. Camish is being passed by both Andy Jordan and Cook.
So Jordan on the inside, Cook tries to go with him. They're almost 3 wide, down to the hairpin. Camish breaks late, tries to go round the outside. He finds all the gravel, he drifts out wide. Jordan is through, Cook is through, and here comes Rory Butcher as well, up on the inside line. They come through side by side. Rory Butcher is on the inside line. Dan Camish on the outside for the next corner, going into Duffers Dip. And so Jordan now fourth, Cook fifth, and Rory Butcher is into the top 6. And Ash Sutton, look, is at the back. He's about to break into the points, isn't he?
He's trying to go around 2 cars at one go here.
Change for second. Turkington goes ahead of Morgan. So the championship leader gains another place, gains more points out of this. Colin Turkington is up into second spot now. Ash Sutton arrives on the scene, and Dan Lloyd, who a moment ago was busy trying to attack, suddenly loses a place. Wow, straight past him goes Sutton. Well, this is only for 8th place, but Sutton's going to do it, look, because he's got himself on the inside line. He may not be ahead over the timing line, but he will be as they go into Duffers Dip.
When he gets a sniff of a win, that's when you see the best of Tom Chilton, and he's done it.
Because at the end of the day, Colin Turkington, who came here 4 points ahead will leave with this huge advantage over Tom Ingram in the title race. Now, the 43 points. Ash Sutton is third. Andrew Jordan is only 8 back in fourth and 5 points ahead of Josh Cook, who is 1 point ahead of Tom Chilton, who has arrived on the scene. But you see how close it is, because he in turn is only 4 points up on Adam Morgan, and Jack Goff has slipped back into 8th place, 8 points adrift of Adam Morgan now. In the High Q Teams Championship, it is Team BMW, 27 points clear of Halford Yuasa Racing, with Power Max Tag Racing in third, and up to fourth comes Team Shredded Wheat Racing with Gallagher. What about the manufacturers? Well, BMW there is in charge, 67 points ahead of Honda, Vauxhall is third, and Subaru in fourth. Tom Ingram is still the leading independent. He's the reigning champion too, don't forget. 15 points he is ahead of Tom Chilton, with Jack Goff third, Adam Morgan fourth, and Chris Smiley fifth. And Speedworks Motorsport is 4 points ahead in the Independent Teams Championship, chased by Team Shredded Wheat Racing with Gallagher, Wicks Racing with Eurotech third. And it's Dan Camish ahead of Chris Smiley by 41 points in the Jack Sears Trophy, with Rory Butcher third, Matt Simpson fourth ahead of Ollie Jackson, and Tom Oliphant in sixth.
And of course, our last winner of the day, what a winner, Tom Chilton. Well, championship story has certainly moved on here at Knockhill, but I'm sure the championship story is not over. Join us at Silverstone 3 weeks' time. Bye-bye.
You